Hey, what's good, everyone? Happy Wednesday, happy FOMC day. Good morning, Randolph. Well, anyone else out there, please say good morning. I'm glad to have you. All good so far over there. Love it, love it, love it. We had this big move. Hold on here. Where are we? We had this big move at market close. With some earnings going on. And then we've just kind of continued that downtrend. So we have, looks like we might have a big channel like this. We haven't really tested the bottom of it yet, but I think this is the best pattern that we're going to find so far. Looking to see if there's any trades that make sense. This one you could have taken a risk on, this double trap here. Had the first entry right here, second entry right here, can't take it. Below the EMA, below a bullish bar, so you gotta wait that out, and then you get this move up that instantly reverses. That's a double trap. It's a pretty big bar, kind of closes on its low, so it's kind of risky. I don't think I would have taken it live. You also didn't have this big channel at the time, but that's probably the best setup there was. Morning, Toad. Over on the Nas, that's not quite as obvious of a channel. Definitely have this spike down. And it almost just looks like a range really right here. But clear bearish bias, so can't draw that. I don't really know how to draw the second part. Doesn't look bad. We'll see if it holds. Might also just be narrow like this. That's a little bit better, and then we're just going to be bouncing. Either way, definitely less bearish on the Nasdaq. On the ES, we're just going to need to see the EMA continuing to hold here. the market open could totally ruin this whole channel. No, that's not the VWAP. That's the 100 period EMA. VWAP wouldn't be a bad one to get up there. I just don't want to clutter my chart more, but if you have VWAP on your chart, that's definitely an indicator that makes sense. And yeah, please call it out if we're testing it or whatever. Howdy, Matthew. Morning to you. Doesn't come natively on NinjaTrader. That is interesting. What kind of charting software doesn't have VWAP? I'm sure there's plenty of outside indicators you could import on an NinjaTrader. That was the one, not the one thing, but one of the good things about Ninja. All right, I think we are back, folks. Getting the morning freeze out of the way. Hey, good morning, Gary. Good morning, good morning. So, looks like we had another first entry to a new low. Hey, Grandpa Roger, good morning. Is it cold? Where are you? And you froze up again. No, it's not cold. No, it's cold. But yeah, I did freeze up, unfortunately. Morning, macaroons. All right, let's redraw that channel we had. I'm gonna reload historical data just in case as well. Deja vu, seriously. All right, so let's see here. Back on the ES. Here's our channel. This is kind of the best channel we can get. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, it's not great, you know. Definitely a lot of space down here. Prices are just kind of hanging out in the middle of this potential channel. So it doesn't look perfect for sure, but it's the trend's definitely down, right? So we want to keep this up for now. That's a good question, Matthew. Is it reasonable to draw a tighter one with a breaking new low? So let's imagine we got this, right? Because we definitely have the spike down. Well, you have your break here, and here's your new low. So after that occurred, you would expect a bounce, right? But then the EMA rejected prices 1, 2, and almost 3 times. So that's telling us we have some sort of larger pattern going on. And so yeah, I wouldn't favor this super tight one with a breaking new low for that reason. I mean, maybe we have just right here. That could be. This was news related, so we can kind of ignore maybe the fact that it didn't get a new low here. And maybe the secondary one has a break and new low, and if we get a bounce here, that would make sense. Hey Steve, good morning. Nine watching in line likes. Oh man, there was 9 likes. There was 9 likes. You jinxed it, Steve. We got a couple more folks in here. As you're coming in, like the stream. Let's get this thing going, baby. That's the goal every day, is for everyone who shows up to literally like what we're doing here. So you can express that by a simple click of a button. Magic 12 and 12. Yes. All right, baby. That's a good sign for today. Archer's got it drawn from the second peak, like so. Yeah, that could certainly be the case too. Lots of possibilities this morning. None of them are super good. Archer is Gary. Right, Archer. That's what you want us to think. Identity theft, man. Oh, right on. Well, I'm still gonna call you Gary, alright? Jesus and beer, baby. Let's go. No better way. There's no better trading fuel, really. Get my channels redrawn over here on the NAS. Still don't know exactly how to draw this. Kind of thinking like this, but I don't know, man. This is a little tricky. We're just gonna have to wait for some more info. Back on the ES. We have 3 minutes till market open here, so we'll see really which of these channels is legit. I think we're definitely going to get some movement on the market open, and hopefully it can confirm one of these patterns. We also have this narrow one that if we just bounce all of a sudden, then I think this narrow one's going to be the one here. This all of a sudden just bounces and gets above all the EMAs and stuff. It would make sense that we just had this narrow channel, break new low, then and then bounce. I'm ready for the open to do something to this market. Poke this thing with a stick, man. Here we go, market open. Strong bounce above the EMA. I'm seeing something here on the Nasdaq from when I was frozen. It's actually a nice little setup here. The bottom, pull back first entry, second entry, right off the EMA, right off this channel. Wish I would have been around. I would have tried to take that. Hey, good morning, Shayak. And get our short-term channels drawn here. We have a break of our possible larger channel here. And on the Nas, this smaller one already got a break as well, and then almost a new low. Got a little bit more to go. There's the new low. Let's see if the ES catches up to that big move down there. Not so much, it's holding strong. We'll see if we can push below the EMA here. We already technically have our break and new high. Possibility of a wider channel. First break could get a new low. So if we can push below the EMA and get a failed second entry long, I'd be interested in that. So far as the EMA is holding. We've moved pretty far down to do anything with this. We're gonna have to just wait a little bit. On the Nasdaq, a nice strong move down. That wider channel seems way too wide. So we'll see. This looks like an overshoot of the smaller channel. We'll see if it acts like it and gets a correction here. On the ES, we're just kind of hovering. This would be the second entry long. Let's see if it fails. Hey Pepe, how's it going? Back from a barbecue, that sounds lovely. Where are you at in the world, Pepe? West coast of Australia, nice. Do you get to I'm in California, west coast of the US. So I have to get up super early to trade and you're starting your trading in the evening. Kind of like that. That'd be kind of nice. What, like 9:30 there right now or something in the evening? Morning, Black Knees. Work and come home and trade, not bad. Yeah, totally. That's very friendly setup for having a job and trading. Yeah, Matthew's got the secret trade set up in the office. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's true, Pepe, unless you want to really be a night owl. Stay up till like 2 in the morning or something. Pepe's only staying up when your revenge trades. Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be a good indicator of when to stop. Like, what time is it? Oh, okay, 1 in the morning. That probably means I'm in a bad emotional state. Well, guys, it looks like we're settling off into a range here. Over on the Nasdaq, I got a larger channel drawn. Like this might fit. That kind of makes sense with the spike down too. It's kind of like a spike and then a channel. Throw the midline up there. That looks pretty good. I feel pretty decent about that. So we'll wait for the Nasdaq to correct some and maybe we can get a short. And then on the ES, we are just entering the chop zone. As I mentioned yesterday, it's a FOMC day today. And the market has a pattern of not doing much before the FOMC release. So if we just start to settle off into a range, it might be a good idea for many folks to just take a break, enjoy some time off. There could be some good trading after the FOMC minutes. Oftentimes there's some really good movement afterwards. Come back at like 2:45 market time. Pepe can wake up super early for that. Hey, Rules. Good morning. Good luck to you as well. Thank you. Johnny took that second entry short. Nice. Over on the NAS, we actually have a second entry short as well. But moving back up above the EMA, so we can kind of forget about that. Yeah, Johnny, I actually had the second entry short here. First entry right here. Oh, actually, no. We had the same one. That was the second pullback, so yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Johnny. Those wins are kind of bittersweet when you know it wasn't the best setup. Big spark. You always seem to pop in at the right times, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna try to trade the FOMC chop. Could get a good range that's respected, so it's gonna be slow, it's gonna be messy, but there might be a setup or two. We'll see. As always, I'm not eager to press buttons, so if something lines up and it looks beautiful, we'll take it. If not, that's totally fine. Johnny, yeah, that's definitely a problem. I mean, look, I still do that for sure. Taking a trade, I'm like, ah, man, I shouldn't have taken that. That was kind of dumb. Yeah, totally. Totally still do that. It's hard. I don't know that that's something that ever goes away. It's wanting to be in a trade for whatever reason. Just learning to recognize that before you enter it, you know, like, oh man, I just want to be in a trade. And there's a lot of reasons we might just have that desire, but recognizing that, okay, I'm just eager to press a button. I should probably turn everything off or go take a walk or something. Keep it green. You too, Big Spark. Yeah, totally, Steve. Where can we find that patience? What's the street value of patience? The Nasdaq is testing the top of this channel. Let's see if it's confirmed. Yes, maybe we'll have a failed breakout here. This is kind of a strong move up, so I don't really feel good about fading it. A failed breakout would have worked right here. I was contemplating it for sure. Ooh, look at this. The Nasdaq respecting that channel, moving down right off of the top there. That's great. If we can get a failed second entry long right here, take that short. See how it plays out. Three touches on top, three touches on bottom. Yeah, I love that. Love when a channel just looks good and it's obvious. There's our first entry long. We don't want to hang above the EMA though, that's the problem. So even now I don't think I'll take a failed second entry at this point. You don't want to see a push above the EMA. Back on the ES. Oops. You have a break over this little short-term channel. And we'll see where it goes. You have a little bit of a bearish bias here. A bullish bias with all this empty space. Have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We got to be a little bit careful fading this. We'll see if we can start gaining some bullish momentum here. Same on the Nas. Even maybe draw this larger. Now we have this channel with a break and an attempt at a new high. Looking to a break new high here, yeah. I'm not going to trade long because of the bearishness on the Nasdaq, but once this plays out up here with the new high, then if we push below the EMA, I'll look for a short. On the S&Ps, we're just kind of hovering here above the EMA and the trend channel. Nas is about to get maybe a second entry long here in the top. First entry, pull back. We break high. We break above the previous bar. It'll be a second entry. Can't fade it. We're above the EMA. There's one entry here on the ES towards the long side. Still haven't got that second pullback. Looks like it's about to happen. This looks like a macaroons trade right here with 3 equal lows, just playing a little break and flush of that. And am I right or am I right, macaroons? It's our first entry short as well. From the bottom. Pull back, first entry short. It'd be kind of tempting if we get one more pullback and a bearish bar. It'd also be a failed second entry long. But the Nasdaq is still holding its EMA, looking like it's gonna bump up to a new high here. Red news in 8. Do we have freaking news this morning too? We have new home sales. And Forex Factory is just an orange folder. Something to be aware of though. There is that second entry long on the ES. Pull back first entry, pull back second entry. Looks like it's gonna work out. The Nasdaq officially had the break and new high here. Back on the ES. Rules is asking, am I waiting for the 21 EMA to go over the 200 and switch to bullish and wait for second entry long? Or you enter it before if setup is there and 21 EMA is still below. So first, I don't have the 200 moving average. I do have the 100. And no, I'm not playing crosses at all on those. I'm just watching price action itself. The EMAs are really there just as a supportive indicator. When a setup's forming, I want to see it kind of form near the EMA and either at or below. I mean, above or below, depending on if I'm long or short. So yeah, I'm not really watching the EMA crosses. Shayak asks, why do I prefer to trade in the 2000 tick instead of the 1 or 5 minute chart? The tick charts, I think there's a lot more detail in the price movements. With time-based charts, you're restricted to a certain amount of time, obviously. Bar will only close after 5 minutes, let's say on the 5 minute chart. Well, in that 5 minutes, there's all sorts of orders happening that are moving prices up and down, and that's where you get a lot of the details. It's closer to the 1 minute chart for sure. But still, sometimes these bars can form a lot faster than that, and you're just seeing more of the details of the price movements. But you can certainly trade the 1 minute and 5 minute charts. There's nothing wrong with that. So now we definitely have a break. We have this move down, a break, and a new low. So let's see if we can bounce here. Right off the midline. We might go a little bit farther down before we bounce just to get to that measured move, but we'll see. Keith is now North Country. This is just name change day. My name is also no longer Joe. It's gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna be. I have nothing clever. I think we'll stick with Joe. You trade in 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. There's different styles for different strategies for sure. The downtrend still needs a new extreme. I don't know if it does or not. Archer / Gary. M. Joe Ross. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this downtrend was never really confirmed that much. We had these two swings, and then we just kind of fizzled out of that. So I would likely not really look at that too much. This downtrend already got its break and new low, and then that's when we started to bounce. So that's what I think is probably a better way to view it. And we definitely have a bullish bias here in this range. Back on the Nasdaq, definite break of this channel. I mean, this is another situation where maybe this channel isn't legit. Maybe we have just this move down that already had a break and new low. And with our continued movement above the EMA, we might switch this, widen this channel a little bit. That's what we got on the NAS, on the ES. Probably even make this range larger, as we have two tests off the top, 1 and 2, especially if we move down here. If we move down here and test the lows, then this is where we'll keep the range. But I would expect more for prices to go up here, since again we have this bullish, all this space down here, and then this downtrend already has a break and a new low. From here, I think we likely bounce. News not really doing much to the market. New home sales just came out. We got a little mini congestion right here. I think that we're going to be saying that a lot today. Oh, there's a congestion here and a congestion here. Here we go. Looks like we're going to go test the bottom of the range. And I think that is our measured move, which I called out a bit earlier. Oops. Bet you that hit it to the tick. Almost, but that pretty visually is our measured move there, so this could be another spot where we bounce. Over on the Nasdaq, we have our first break of this channel. The EMA holds and we get a second entry long. I might have to consider that here. We already have a break of that channel too, so one little push down and a second entry, and I like that. I like that opportunity. Moving up quite high. Might get a first entry to a new high here. Hopefully we can move down and test the EMA one more time. Here we go. Right around the level we want this to happen, so don't want to go too much lower. Want this bar to close right around here, and then the next bar tick below and end bullish. can. Okay, there's our tick below. We don't want to see it go too low now. EMA's got to hold. I don't think this is going to work out, folks. Looks like we might get this second entry off an inside bar here. Nope. Either way, that is no bueno. Looks better on the NQ chart, it looks like. Johnny asks on ES, what do you think of the channel where we have 3 touches on the bottom? Well, let's take a look, Johnny. Are you talking about a bullish channel like so? Or, no, a big down, okay. Doesn't quite fit off the top. Let's see. Okay. Sorry to hear that, Pepe. Well, Pepe, I'm glad you're stopping. Stick to that. Stick to that. I know I've said before, like, I need to stop, and then I don't. So if you know that's what you need, just do it. Like, literally shut it off. Go for a walk. Go to sleep, probably in your case. And sorry, red days happen. It's just part of it, man. So shake it off, and we'll see you next time. Back to the fetal position. Totally. Yeah, this is an interesting channel you got here, Johnny. A lot of empty space down here. A lot of empty space up here. I'm not too thrilled about it. But it might work out. Big push up on the Nasdaq. Back above the EMA here. For the time being, at least. And that definitely looks like 2 legs back at this point. 2 nice measured legs. A little bit farther. On the ES, we're still in the middle of this range here, but maybe getting a bounce. We're testing that EMA. Nice, big spark. You got a set of clubs. Let's go golfing. I'm down. I'm down. I didn't have another job to attend to today. I might take you up on that, man. Yeah, all those Wall Street traders are probably like, okay, we'll be back in a few hours. For sure. May have something going here on the Nasdaq. Here's that big channel. You have a break, expecting a new high to be formed. 2 legs back. So the bearish correction is over, and now we have first entry short. It looks like we're going too high, but if there was a second entry short right there, that would have been bread and butter. But looks like we're probably going to reach a new high on the Nas without a setup. C'est la vie. Yeah, struggling to even just make it up to the top of the range on that pop. Yes, rules. I am trading micros on the Nasdaq and minis on the ES. 4 contracts each. And the goal is to get to trading minis on both. But I don't want to over leverage myself on the Nasdaq because it can definitely get crazy. Yeah, the Nasdaq is $5 per tick and the ES is 12. Yes, that is true. However, look at the ATR. Nasdaq moves about an average of 40 ticks per candle. So $200 per candle, whereas the ES moves an average of 7 ticks. So about $100 per candle, we'll say, more or less. Or wait, what's 12 times 7? Hold on now. Math is hard. Yeah, about $80 per candle. So they move a lot different. The Nasdaq's a lot more leveraged. We have a higher low here on the ES. Can't really touch anything in this nonsense. We need to wait till we get the high or the low of this range. One question. Is it a good idea to trade meanwhile we are waiting for the Fed rate news at 2 p.m.? Generally, yeah, I mean, it's fine to trade before the news announcement. But this is kind of what you got to expect. It's going to be pretty choppy. There's likely not going to be a ton of setups. So, yeah, like I've said before, it's definitely a day that you can easily take off. You don't want to just get, if you're able to be patient and sit through this and, maybe a setup appears, great. But you definitely don't want to just be taking a bunch of entries in all this garbage. So totally fine to trade before the news announcement. When it gets like maybe 1:30 or so, half an hour before the news, just stop. Things can start to get wacky. And definitely from 2 to 2:45, you don't want to touch anything. It's going to be extremely volatile, so yeah, but beforehand you're fine if you don't mind watching the grass grow. Oops, it looked like I deleted my whole chart. That would have sucked. Maybe the bots are working against us. The bots are always working against us. On the Nasdaq, we kind of have a second entry long. Tempted. Very tempted. We're gonna try it out, guys. As long as it doesn't go up too much higher. Kind of a flat EMA. That's probably not a good idea. We never made a new high, but this is pretty dang close. Then we had a pullback first entry, pullback second entry, so that's what I'm looking at. Might work out, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, totally, Shayak. It's better just to not trade if you can help it, for sure. On the ES, we have this uptrend working. This is a break. Maybe the new high will take us to the top of the range, and I would feel very confident shorting up there. Any breakouts really, I think, are going to lure in speculators and get shut down. Yeah, totally, Matthew. No worries in taking a break on a day like today. We'll see you back in a bit. Looks like we're moving down. Never made it to the top of the range. We might go test the bottom now. Yeah, sorry about that, Pepe. That's all you can do, right? Is go back, study your trades, figure out what went wrong, learn from it, and make changes in the future. There you go. Yeah, don't be a victim, and also don't worry about getting it back. That's also a trap that we can put ourselves in, is like, oh, I'll make it back tomorrow. Well, maybe. You know, you don't want to put that pressure on yourself. We have to be okay with just taking the setups and letting it work out when it does. Might not be tomorrow. Might be a couple weeks from now, but the only thing you can do is just take the right setups, follow your edge, and just execute it. Pretty volatile candles going on here in the range. can already see the market being volatile this morning. Even though we're stuck in a range and we're kind of just chopping back and forth, like these big bars out of nowhere. You can tell that when that 2 o'clock hits today, it's going to be fireworks for sure. Tuition fee, yep, we've all paid those. You just want to make sure that you don't run out of money while you're still paying tuition. Hybrid of ICT and PATs, nice. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. I think PAT strategies are definitely good confirmation setups if you're doing other things. Wow, look at these equal lows here. 1, 2, 3 bars. Cannot tick below that. There's all sorts of stops right there. If we break through that, I think we're gonna get a quick burst down. Here we go. Are we about to flush out all these stops here? There we go. Like clockwork. I might start trading those because honestly I see that happen like every day. You get all these doji bars, all with equal lows or highs. Put an order one tick below and just scalp for a point. That's 1 point right there, so it wouldn't have got us. Well, maybe. Pepe, I'm just noticing this pattern where there's like several bars in a row, all with equal lows or equal highs, and nearly every time, if it ticks below, it just flushes out all the stops that get placed under there. So boom, quick flush, and then yeah, so it's just a quick little scalp. The Doji Joe. Nice, Toad. Very liquid there, yeah. Just for a scalp, right? It's not a... You're not expecting a big move. You're just expecting those stops to get quickly flushed and then see what happens next. That pattern happens all the time. Could we finally be going to the bottom of the range? Could this be? May tighten it up here. Coming down to the bottom of the range, guys. This might be a good opportunity to go long. Might be the only opportunity we have in this chop zone. See if we get a good setup down here. Now we'll see if it we get support right here around this level where I just had it, or if it'll go all the way to the lows. I'd feel more comfortable taking it if it actually goes to the lows and puts in a bullish bar down here. This is tempting up here, but it's just kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. Still bullish on your 10K chart. Let's take a look at that. You're looking at like a longer term channel or something. Boy, this looks like a mess on the 10K. Look at that thing, man. Oof. Clear, nasty range. The Nasdaq looking like it wants to push down. Got a pretty big red bar forming here. See if it drags ES down with it. Check thinks it's going to 45.79. We're getting closer to the lows here. I really will need to see it come all the way down to this level before I consider a long. I just don't like buying in this. You know, it looks like there could be support there, but it's not a sure thing. All right, Gary Archer. I think that is a fair assessment. Totally fine to take a break here. Until next time, my friend. So close to that low. For support around 1583, 4583. Yep. Problem with going long here now is we do have this short-term bearish channel. We'll see if we can bounce here, and then I'll take probably a higher low. It looks nice. Has the potential to be a nice bullish bar here, but you don't want to trade when we're in this short-term channel here. Every bar was red. Clear bearish momentum. Don't fight that. Wait till we get a clear break and low of that, or maybe just a higher low to confirm. Not even a great bullish bar here at the bottom. Looking for a decent signal bar here. Move us back into the range. Maybe a higher low, and I think that's going to be really our only opportunity this morning. Nasdaq doesn't have the same support. We're just kind of in the open range here. Okay, here we go. That's a nice bullish bar. See if we can get a higher low now. Nice. Progress back into the range. Let's see if we can get one higher low, and we'll take that. Macaroon's nice. Bold move. I was considering it, but this bearish channel just had me a little bit concerned. If we pull back and get a higher low, I will join you, macaroons. There we go. The Nasdaq is dropping quite significantly. But especially if this is a small bar, I think it'll be worth the risk. Right now it's only 4 ticks, so that is beautiful. Still got 1,000 ticks left in this bar. 6 ticks is a good risk. I don't really want to see it go too much higher though. Nasdaq continuing to drop. Yeah, for some reason the ES is holding. See if we can get one more bar to tick lower and then give us a higher low. Or tick bar. If this ends green, I like it. I'll take the risk here. Oh man, this is gonna get too big. 7 ticks is still decent. See how this thing ends. Nope. Does not look good. Maybe one more chance for this here. But this is what we're up against on the Nasdaq. Just a free fall, basically. So that's definitely no bueno. Trying to find some larger channel on there. Can't really do it. Back on the ES, we have another bottom. I don't know. That's creating a lot of stop losses there. Wanted to see a higher low. Instead, we just got an equal low. Feels like we're going to get a big flush here. Nasdaq continuing to drop. But actually, I like this better if it turns and finishes strong, because now we for sure have a break and new low of this channel, so we don't have to be concerned about that that particular channel anymore. I'm sorry, Shayak, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Do you mean you just entered long and you're aiming towards 45.86? All right, let's see what we get here. We get a tick below and a nice strong bullish bar. I might consider buying this failed breakout. Oof, Nasdaq dropping even more. This is quite bearish, so I don't want to buy this bar. But if we get a higher low, I might consider that. Might have to widen this thing, especially with the Nasdaq dropping it into oblivion. Yeah, we're for sure past failed breakout territory. The market might be reaching for measured move. Down yonder, although this kind of looks like two legs. Well, at this point, guys, the market is definitely turning bearish and should be looking for second entry shorts. Macaroons, yes, I am using the 2000 tick chart on the micro Nasdaq. And basically, I'm just trying to get it to match the ES in terms of like how many bars are forming. So you can see, like, looking at an overview of the chart, here's the ES. It's about the same, more or less. So yeah, that's kind of how I approach that. All right, folks. Well, could take a while for the second entry short to form, but again, that's what I'd be looking for. Broke below the range, held below it, clear downtrend. Nasdaq is in a free fall, so I'd only be really considering shorts here. So yeah, be patient though. Make sure it comes back to all the way to the EMA. Gives two nice clear legs. You don't want a short-term channel to be in play while you're looking for that. And yeah, great trading with you guys. Also, take a break for the next couple hours. Really, there's no harm in that. And we'll see some fireworks at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Happy trading, and I'll see you tomorrow.